So, bullying affects people. I think everyone in the world should have their own human rights. If no one had human rights, this world would be a big mess.
We teamed together and decided that this was a big move for the city of Richmond for us to become a human rights city. We researched what that involved, what that would look like, and took it through all of the channels, including ratification of our city council, because we thought that in looking at the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, that was something that we needed to adopt. And the young people just happened to be one of our first targets to integrate the human rights philosophy into the city of Richmond.
This is a meeting of the Education Committee for the City of Richmond Human Rights and Human Relations Commission. So at this time, I will turn the meeting over to Dr. Betty.
Let me just start by saying a special thanks to all of the faculty, the teachers, the principal, the parents, and everyone that participated in this project.
Dr. Betty chairs the Education Committee of our Human Rights, Human Relations Commission, and she's taken our Education Committee to an entire different level.
One of the things we're doing, we are partnering with the schools to just add another dimension to these children's lives.
1948, the General Assembly of the United Nations adopted and proclaimed the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. This declaration guarantees the right of all people and encompasses a broad spectrum of economic, social, cultural, political, and civil rights.
It's one thing to deal with adults, but who better to start with than to start with educating our young people, because they then will grow up in this city understanding that they have many rights that some of our adults still don't understand right now.
To get the concept of justice and fairness and non-discrimination into the heads of little kids who are of all backgrounds, many of whom have seen acts of violence that I probably would faint away at, okay? They're living tough lives, some of them, and they're bringing in their sweetness, their goodness, their dedication, their insistence that they've got a right to live a peaceable, decent life.
It doesn't matter where you're from, who you are, how much money you have, what language you speak, what religion you believe in. This is for every person on earth.
Students have really gone inwardly and done some creative writing about what violates their human rights. And so tonight you're going to get to hear some of their literary work.
First, human rights are important because they enable you to be free. Second, human rights are important because they give you the ability to be proud of the skin tone you have. Third, human rights are important because they give you because they let you have friends that are a different skin tone of yourself.
We have the right to dream of what we want to be with high hopes. You may believe we don't know what we want, but that doesn't mean you can't let us choose.
I asked the students to talk about something that they were passionate about, and they chose their own topic.
I was once in first grade, and I was going to the restroom, and I saw two third graders walking up to me. One other boy came up and pushed me down to the floor, and the other one grabbed me and pushed me to the wall. I said, "Please don't hurt me." That day was lucky because I had a lady named Miss Smith who came and she protected me. People have the right to not be bullied. They shouldn't be bullied because of their features, because everyone is like someone. A bully doesn't have the right to bully anybody because people have rights. I think everyone in the world should have their own human rights. If no one had a human right, this world would be a big mess. My second human right is to be free no matter what. You are free to do anything you want to. If you want to be a doctor or a teacher, you are free to be one. And my last human right is to have your own opinion.
The children felt importance that they were able to do that, where they were able to sit in the chair where the mayor sits, because a lot of times our children's voices are not heard.
What it meant for me as a teacher was I was instilled with hope, not just hope, very much hope for the future, because I saw my students dig deep, and what they came up with was a solution they have answers to at the young age that they have them right now, and I was inspired.
We want everyone to have a meal and be happy. Remember that the food you waste could go to someone else.
I'm sad that people who are disabled are not being without a chance to play sports. Even if some is on a wheelchair, they can still try to use their arms to play sports if they want.
Every family that took the time, you didn't leave the young ones with a babysitter, you brought them. And that speaks volumes.
And it is so vital that the parents support the young ones, because it all begins at home.
I heard immigration. I heard domestic violence issues. I heard bullying issues. I heard LGBT. I heard fair employment. I heard homelessness.
This is our first year engaging in this project, and I am so pleased to be involved.
What I see in the audience tonight is the future for this community. And if the students are able to continue in the same manner that they began here tonight, then the future of the city, this community, is in very good hands.
Really important to have this forum, the Human Rights Council. It empowers our children to see themselves as leaders in the community.
And they are being imbued with the sense of, I've got a right not to have to deal with this stuff. I've got a right to a better life. They're saying, we're going to work together to make this better, because they've got this school and this city and this commission behind them.
A special thanks to everyone that participated in this project.